Hello everyone, welcome back to Space Engineers. Here is our cute little bug. Okay, I just noticed this might actually be like 3 of these. Is it 9 blocks wide? 1, 2, 3, 4, ooh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 blocks wide. I do want to get it working. Hold on here. I do want to get it working so that we can go get a load of iron. But I also want to maybe change this up. Let's see, this is 3 across. So if we had a double cockpit scenario. Hold on. So a double cockpit scenario where there's 2 sitting next to each other. They would come out to there. That's not terrible. I mean, you can't get the real picture. Because of that, but why are you... Computer, you are freaking out over nothing. Stop it. Stop it, computer. Huh? Wait, are those? Yeah, we're gonna cut those off. Ooh, not too much. There we go. Put that one back together. Alright. So... we need that because then we can put the steer tires on the front here. Let's see. So if we put them right up here, like right underneath the cabs, it'll protect the pistons that we keep, well, that I'm potentially keeping on there. We'll see just how well that works. This is left, we'll do right. Big one up. And yes, that is on the outside of the piston. This might go fantastically horribly wrong. And I'm okay with that. Because it will be hilarious if it did. This is left, yes, and it's the left-hand side. So they're only in one. And I suppose I might... be able to cut these ones in. Which will make it a 13 small grid block wide wheelbase. Let's see, 13... large grid block would be 5, so I would have to have a 3, which it looks like I already have to have anyway. So, if that's the case, let's just do that. Alright, we're gonna weld these up just because... Weldy, 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 weld. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start walking. Turn on caps lock. There we go. Got the RP walk going on, as Captain Shack would say. And that will allow us to weld better. Now, it does look a little bit like brick right now, but just a couple. Interior plate, okay. It looks a little bit like brick, but the first run, we're going to just go get some iron and come back. Because once I think this thing is complete, I should be able to hook up and pick up everything from every, well, potentially from every mining site I have, and bring it back. And that will be a very useful vehicle. Now, do I have enough wheel components to get all of this put together? I don't know. That hiccup is not comforting. Okay. Yes, get it, turret. Hello, piggy. Thought you could sneak up on me. Could you? Did you? Ooh, what the? Okay. Sorry. Been playing Icarus. Come on. Tab. Hello? Oh, I can't move that way because piggy. Okay. Yes. So, it looks goofy, but I got in my inventory. I think it's a 20 steel plate. Okay. What did you need interior plate for? Well, we're gonna definitely need...
Low.
Oh dear, energons are low. Whatever shall we do? What did we need interior plate for? It definitely said interior plate. Is it this? Oh yeah, that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna need the steer tires to work. For sure. Okay. Did we dump stuff into this container? No, I suppose not. Can we run? Can, but it's not as fast. Cannot withdraw one steel plate. Interesting. Okay. So the tires are up. Most of that is up. Really? Okay. So I only got one side. And I'm going to grab these. And I will try to remember that it's these ones. Now, if it doesn't have these steel plates, Cannot withdraw. Oh, all items successfully withdrawn. Nice. We did take apart 5s, put 3s in their place. So it should be fine. And I will weld up the 2 middle ones. On the principle that they will be the best for overall support. Which you needed. There we go. You need the steel plate. You need components. You need components. You need components. You need components. Okay. Now, if we can get those up, that'll be good enough. It says all components successfully withdrawn.
Energy critical.
Critical energons. Don't worry, don't worry. Now, if I have enough parts, I'd like to get the suspensions done. The wheels, I can do without the wheels, if necessary. We might get it all done. We might get everything done. We're gonna go till we run out of energons, like, completely. And then we'll go sit in Josh 2, I think. Actually, come on. Let's just do this. Forget that idea. Let's hop up in here. Okay, so we have a solar panel. Nice. Let's see. What are we doing? Yes, we are setting up the wheels while we get our stuff back. So grab all of the wheels. Block group. Wheels. Save. Let's see. So air shock. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Can see that. Power, we're gonna turn down to 20. Strength, we're actually gonna beef up to 10. Height offset, all the way down. Speed limit, let's say 100 kilometers per hour. And all of that is fine. So you, there you are. Left 4. It's out of view. Ooh, is left 5 the front one? Yes, it is. Okay. So you are actually left steer. We'll call it a wheel. Left steer wheel. The other ones are fine. Right 6. Right 5. There's 6. 5. Other 5. 4. There. 2. Okay, so 4 is there. This 5, there it is. Yep. It's very hard to see, but... Okay, so this one is right steer wheel. You know what? Tire makes more sense in my brain. So we are going to say tire. And yes, we could do this with, what is it, Build Vision? Which would work just fine. But, okay, so, steers, save. So steering is on, propulsion and brake are going to be off, because with everything else, it turns steering off. It's going to have brake, it's going to have everything else. So steers shouldn't need to be the steers shouldn't need to have propulsion on them. Alright, so energy is all the way up. We don't have any of our goodies. What happened to all of our goodies? There they are. We also dumped our mags. That's a bad idea. Really bad for us to dump our magazines when we do that, guys. Might want to fix that one. Okay, so now we've got everything set up. We'll see if we can get these wheels built. Because if we can, hooray. If we can't, it's alright. I'm not gonna complain. Now, everything was withdrawn. Nice. So we will, if it's legit, if I pulled, how many large 5x5s did I have? Or, not large 5x5s, but just 5x5s. I think I had 6 5x5s on there, and it converted. Uh-oh. Computer, don't freak out. I'm not even streaming. It converted nicely to 10 3x3s. Alright, so we're gonna eat another piggy steak. We're going to, let's see, do we need anything else? We've got an antenna. Got a battery that's charging. It's charging, right? Yeah, it's at 25%. Let's set up our... Okay, I don't know what those were, but they're gone now. Steers, propulsion on off. We shouldn't need that. Just because reasons. So headlights, steers, wheels. Oh, because they're different. Okay, so we'll make sure that we've got everybody running. Decrease power, handbrake, recharge on off, connector, switch lock. Oh, it shut off because the solar panel finally doesn't have any light. Okay. The pistons aren't in a group. That's okay. Alright, now we're gonna hop out. And we're gonna hop in bed here quick. Not sure how I like... It's okay. Good morning. Alright. Well, let's, okay, so here's the test. We're going to try to get an inset connector. Oh, he took 2 shots and went down. There's another one out there. Ooh, there's bullet drop. Is there another one out there? No, that's a tree. I am shooting a tree. Dang it. Alright. So, we're gonna go get more. We're gonna go get more iron. We don't have enough steel plate. Let's see. Oh, it requires 130? Ooh. And we can't even get all of it. Ooh. Is there anything in this? Anything at all? There's ice in the cap. That's it. I mean, 24. We could steal. We could steal something. "24 steel plates. So, hang on a second. First, we need to see if the pistons look completely completely clear. Why are you not reversing? Or did you already reverse? You are not reversing. Why? Not enough power? Possibly. One damaged. Oh. Which one is damaged? That one's not completely built. No, I guess that counts. The other... Well... No, I was gonna say we could just boost them up in there one more, and they would clear, but the back ones would not. Okay. Just out of curiosity, do you have blast doors? You only have... There are only 5 though. You made out of... You're made of concrete. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn the battery on because we can't go anywhere without the battery anyway. How do they look? Not great. Alright, well. Now, Ooh, I can't even get to those. That might be a problem. Yeah, I can't even get in there. No, I can't get out. Hello? Ooh. Okay. So now, this is possibly the weirdest way to get in there that I've ever had to do. And I can't get that. But I was able to get in, get that piston. So, haha. Okay. I think it's this way. Come on. Oh, now I'm stuck. Nope, there we go. Come on. I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. There we go. Okay, and out. Oh, got it. Alright, so now, back her up. That's just weird. The fact that these show up as friendly target indicators. Seriously? They don't even have computers in them. Alright, I might have the parts for a connector. It does not turn well. However, it does turn. Alright. What's our cargo capacity? Right now, empty. Mostly empty. My inventory is carrying a connector supply, but mostly empty. We are 20 tons. Yeah, okay. That's comparable to a real world semi truck. I don't have a camera on the back. Alright, put the parking brake on. Now, this is a little bit of ooh, don't get too close. Yeah, it doesn't back up well, or it doesn't turn well, but that's to be expected. Now, we could connect, well, there's a battery here, but if there wasn't the battery here, we could put the connector on top of the cargo container and hook it right up. We could. We can't because, you know what? Let's go put our consumables and ammo in the front seat, which is disconnected, or is not connected from the back, so we can just dump everything. Okay. And loading. 50 some tons of iron ore. I'm considering changing my inventory size so that I can put more in here. Oops, that is the wrong button. Problem is, there's no quick connection. Now, I didn't go for the ore hauler because I wanted it to be able to haul components around too. But if I were to, say if this was more of a cooperative effort, I might consider doing this as ore specific so that it's just the one that runs around and grabs the ore. Actually, now that I think about it, my tanker has a large grid, or a small grid, large cargo, which could have picked up this entire thing. But I like this. And it frees up that one to potentially get... Okay, so it is completely dumped. Oh, it's got 103,000 liters of storage. Not even 10% full. Wow. I mean, yeah, it's 11 by something. It's a lot by a lot. Yeah, it is now 73,000 tons. Struggling to move a little bit, but that's because we're turning. There we go. Now the question becomes, Josh 2.0 is showing up as the respawn ship. Makes it helpful. Okay, so limiting the speed to 100 kilometers an hour limits it to about 25 meters per second. That's pretty good. I don't need to be racing around. We're not going long distances. But we will need to hook this up somehow. And I'm regretting my choice of where to put the skeleton for, or the framing for the large grid vessel, because it's in... I was going to say it's in the way of me connecting to the end of my food production, but I don't want this connecting to the end of the food production. Okay. So now I need to see if I can, see if I can hook this up to where this one is. Unlock. Okay. So Josh 2, which is my respawn ship. So I don't want it to run out of power. Now, if I can get it... Oop, wrong way. Hold on. Let's aim at the tree. Okay. So if... What's that target in the sky? So if we can hook up the respawn ship to this side, that would be okay. Now, your wheels are set to 0. So if we lift you all the way up, we might be able to connect. Maybe. Let's go get the parts for a connector out of Josh 2.1. We need the big one. All components successfully withdrawn. The computer freezes. Okay. Josh is too close. Okay. Oops. Ran into the wheel. Alright. So we'll turn it sideways so we can access that. What did you poke? Okay. So now... Not close. Would you stop it? Yeah, not close enough. That is half, right? Test that. We'd have to have one. No, we don't have any. Not heavy armor. Don't waste that. And boosted a little bit. Okay. Let's give it a shot. All right. Oops. Well, that's all you got. I'm wondering why it worked. Oh, because it does. It just barely does. Okay. All right. So, what happens if we set the wheels to 0? It looks real squat. That's up higher too. I didn't take that into my calculations. Ugh. How much higher is that? It's only 1/2 grid block. But 1/2 grid, or 1 small grid block is... It would drop it. No, it would push it up. 1 small grid block would make that perfect, I think. Okay. Let's try it with the height offset where we had it. Now, we will have a little bit of a problem. Oh, no, we're going to have a little bit more of a problem. Because it doesn't have... Doesn't have half-grid blocks. Okay. We might end up making the front 2 wheels turn. We also don't have a camera. Okay. So can I throw a camera on there? Do I have the ability to toss a camera on there? What does a camera take? 2 steel plates and 3 computers. Wait. Might as well make it look decorative. 6. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now, we need to back up a little bit more. But we now have the ability to look behind us. View. Okay. So we're mostly lined up. Mostly. All right. Oof. That's tight. Just think of how much concrete this truck could bring back. Alrighty, concrete. Don't ask me why I said it that way. I don't know. That was really weird. 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, you're not lined up. Okay, well, whatever. Oops. Come on. That's a really hard hitbox. We're gonna take these ones out too. Because standing here looking at this, yeah, it's lined up on that seam. It's gonna need to come in the center here, which means it will have to come through. Well, that's weird. I wonder if it's aiming for the center of the block. Weird. And we leave footprints in the concrete. Yeah, we'll just say it was wet when we laid it down. And we're gonna run out of concrete. Okay. Hang on. No, we'll do it this way first. Now we want to start backing up, and then move over, and then move back. Ooh, ouch. Turn that strength down on that, boys. Okay. You know what we don't have? A refinery. But that's almost perfectly lined up. Make sure we didn't damage anything in the connection. Okay, so guess what, Josh? You're gonna go pull the refinery off the. Ooh. Do we just have the basic over there? Yeah, let's go pull the basic refinery off. This one. Hang on a second. I have no idea what the speed limit is. 91. Oh, well, this is set to less than the other one. Okay. That's fine. Alright. Let's go pull the refinery off of over here, because we'll replace it with a full-size refinery over here. Yeah. So if we replace the full size, the basic refinery over here with a full size, then we can put the basic refinery back up over on the other base in order to get some of this stuff working. And we will be able to get some of the other stuff working over here. Alright. So the ice is not working. That is. Now that's our basic refinery. Okay. Let's make sure it's empty. Shall we? Add static drill, assembler, basic refinery. Okay, so we should probably let's gravel. Small cargo container. So the basic refinery, we will move that stuff over into the small cargo. Okay. Alright, we got the basic refinery back. Okay. That must have been the dent we put in it last episode. Okay. Hang on. Hey, more videos. Ooh, boom! Sorry for everybody's eardrums. Volume warning. I wonder if gravel counts as ore. Smuggled goods. What the? Okay, I'm gonna add stone. Can remove ore. Gravel Muncher. Refine speed 130%. Interesting. Yield rate 100. Inventory out is only 8%. What? I suppose it could just be not very efficient. Did we set up an antenna on here? Oops, wrong button. Owie. Might have to look for a different rock crusher. If that's the extent of their Okay, so this does have an antenna. Now, remote access. Static grid 5. Oh, it does. Okay. Can we rename it? Okay. Now, I imagine we'll have to back out. I'd want to back out anyway. I don't want to be around when that thing goes boom. Hello. We also need to turn on that other drill. So, remote access, hydrogen base, terminal. We want to turn this on. We also want to turn on static drill ice. There we go. Oops. Turn off the parking. Good. So now we'll bring our basic refinery parts back over here. Eventually, we will also probably end up bringing the assembler parts over. We might put a basic assembler over there just to process the magnesium for us, so that we're not hauling magnesium or over here using up a lot of space. That's not where we're supposed to be going. Is it? Was it that far away? I'm totally lost. Was I going to the right one? Maybe I was. That's not the right one. That can't be the right one. That can be the right one. That is the right one. Because over on the left there, you can see the nickel. Oh my gosh. It's late. Need to go to sleep. Can a basic refinery refine silver? Computer, Stop thinking so hard. It's not your strong suit. Okay. That's weird. Why is that friendly marker floating? Unless it's center of the grid. If it's center of mass on the grid, I understand it. Okay. Alright, so we have all the parts for the basic refinery. We will set it up on top of this, so there will be 2 connection points. I just have to go find it in the G menu. Dun, 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 dun. Am I stupid? I feel stupid. There. I'm stupid. Ooh, industrial refinery. Oh, okay. Limited types of boars. Limited types of boars. That is what we're stuck with right now. So now we're gonna turn this, because then, okay, it's gonna look better if it's turned like this, because then we can access it from over here. It looks fine. A short steel plate. Oh dear. Well, I'm gonna be making a whole bunch. Give me that. Give me that ramp. Hey, it's working. There it goes. Hide the empties. Hide the empties. There it goes. What is this? Concrete? Oh, because we need... Oh my, that's a lot of concrete. What are you producing? A whole lot of steel plates. Okay, fair enough. Inventory. Take concrete off your hands. Sort of scrap metal in there. Where we got scrap metal, I don't know. 7. There we go. Let's grab our gravel. And dump the gravel in here. Then we'll finish welding up these concrete blocks. because we got plenty of concrete. That's a concrete block. Okay. So there is one tiny little bit of issue I might have with how things are going. And that would be, come on. The fact that I can't make farms. That's light armor block. Okay. The base is coming together. I have to say, I love the concrete mod because, yeah, it lets you use gravel for something other than just ballast, and it's so efficient in creating large, like platforms and structures like this. Say Captain Shack has mentioned it. I totally agree with him. Say that's why I started using it, because I watched him. Like, yeah, that's a cool idea. Say this. I mean, if Space Engineers is going to give you gravel for refining stone, regardless of what you do, you know, say if they were like, oh, well, if you stick the stone in a, you know, normal refinery or a advanced refinery, then it just gives you iron and silicon and nickel, and it doesn't give you any gravel, then yeah, I would say there's not really... Oh, we ran out of concrete. So we didn't have all of it. We got a good chunk. I mean, we got most of this. That's still light armor. That's still light armor. I'm actually going to try to pull more concrete if I can. Okay. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I'm taking steel plates away. But it's because we need to replace all of the steel plates on our base with concrete. There we go. Before we do that, No, we don't. We wouldn't have enough, would we? Hang on. We wouldn't have. No. We can hit this one, but we can't hit that one. All right. 6. There we go. We're gonna need a hydrogen run. Yeah, but because the hydrogen is getting low. I think next time we'll have to
Energy low.
do a hydrogen run. How's everything looking here? We got those 4 batteries, which are discharge only. This battery is on auto. Switch that to recharge. Fully depleted in 6 hours. Hydrogen engine is idling without using any of that. Small hydrogen tank. Okay. I don't remember how much I filled it up. I thought it was full. But I could be wrong. Sun is going down. Let's see. Let's dump our concrete. Oh, we were out. I suppose 50 and then another 12. And I had 70 or so in there. Ooh. There we go. That's much better. There we go. Ooh, shucks. There we go. All right. Well, that is that. Thank you all for watching, everyone. It's been a wonderful time. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye now.